For over 60 years, the ARC Alliance has been in your community, providing support and services for families and individuals with special needs. From birth through life, the ARC Alliance team of experts and specialists are here to find solutions to your needs.
For years, we felt alone as we take care of our son. The ARC Alliance support team brings compassion and understanding to our family and provides hands-on solutions.
The ARC Alliance, we're here to help you today. For more information, call 610-265-4700 or visit thearcalliance.org.
Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ARC's annual award ceremony. My name is Mark Marsh and I'm the chair of the ARC Alliance Board of Directors. And I'll be your host for this evening. Thank you for attending and helping us to honor and recognize the award recipients that have taken action and believe, like us, that individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities deserve a life of full inclusion to work, live, and play in the community. At this time, I'd like to introduce our CEO of the ARC Alliance, Paul Sting.
The ARC Alliance was founded in 1951 by concerned parents of children with developmental disability and still is run and operated by parents today. Since that time, the ARC has grown to become a major organization advocating for the rights of people with developmental disabilities. Through its history, the ARC Alliance has been involved in numerous activities to better the lives of individuals with disability, including such areas as education, advocacy, empowering families, and helping to create system change. Our first awards were given in 1973 as a way of the ARC Alliance to offer public recognition to individuals that went beyond to assist individuals with developmental disabilities achieve the lives that they would like. Every year since then, we have given out 3 awards. The Vince J. Fitzpatrick Humanitarian Award, the Ed Sickles III Third Advocacy Award. Patrick, you can applaud if you like. Ed Sickles was a tremendous advocate and he did a lot of self-advocacy in Montgomery County. And the Frank Cisco A. Mascaro Citizen Award. Tonight we are also giving an additional 3 awards, the Educator of the Year, the Program of the Year, and the Employer of the Year awards. COVID hit in 2020, so we canceled our awards dinner. COVID was still raging and we didn't do the 21 or 22 award. So we are going to acknowledge people who should have been acknowledged in 2020 and individuals who will be acknowledged for 2022. I want to thank you for joining us to honor these individuals, and I hope you enjoy the evening. Before we get started, let me introduce Teresa Harris from the Montgomery County, who will share the proclamation issued by the Montgomery County Commissioners for Intellectual and Developmental Disability Month. Teresa.
As Paul mentioned, I'm Teresa Harris, Public Affairs Manager from Montgomery County Commissioner's Office, and I'm joined here with Lisa Young, my colleagues. Both of us are members of the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee, and we are honored to be here. Thank you for inviting us to help celebrate inclusion and to encourage individuals with developmental disabilities to become more active and valued members in our community, living full and beautiful lives. So congratulations to tonight's honorees Hockey Closet, the Fats Unified Sports Program, Pete Pryor, Maureen Stanko, Hearts of Paper, Perkiomen Valley Brewing, Dr. Bev Weinberg, and the Honorable Lois E. Montgomery County recognizes March as Intellectual and Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month, and our Developmental Disabilities Office is dedicated to raising awareness of the importance of inclusion of children and adults with developmental disabilities. So I'd like to take a moment to first read the proclamation and then present it. Whereas between 1 and 3% of the population has an intellectual and/or developmental disability, cutting across the lines of racial, ethnic, educational, social, and economic backgrounds. Whereas an intellectual and/or developmental disability is defined as a disability characterized by significant limitations in areas such as intellectual functioning and adaptive behavior as expressed in conceptual, social, and practical adaptive skills, or age 20. Whereas people with intellectual and/or developmental disabilities are valued members of society, are friends, neighbors, and co-workers who find fulfillment living everyday lives. Education, services, and supports continue to be vital to enable citizens with intellectual and/or developmental disabilities find greater opportunities to develop relationships, pursue their dreams, be integrated into their community, and contribute in a meaningful way in their community. In order to recognize the many contributions and challenges of citizens with intellectual and developmental disabilities, Montgomery County recognizes March 2023 as Intellectual and Developmental Disabilities Month, and we encourage all of our residents to support the efforts and hard work of Montgomery County individuals with these disabilities and their families as they strive to live self-determined lives and realize their own personal aspirations.
Thank you, Teresa. I hate to recognize people because we have so many important, wonderful people in the crowd, but I think I should do a brief recognition of a few people. Sherry Landis is the CEO of the ARC of Pennsylvania. Do you want to stand up so people can see you? The ARC is the largest advocacy service provider to people with disabilities in the United States. We may think the world, but we don't know what China and India are doing. We have a great relationship. We speak with one voice, and we've had major success because of that. Judge Lois Murphy, do you want to stand up? Very lucky to have Lois in the Montgomery County Courts. We do guardianship, and like us, she's always on the side of the person with disability. I think Joe Webster left, but he is our representative from the district where our administrative building is and provides a great deal of support. I would like to mention that we are 3 counties, Berks County, Montgomery County, and Bucks County, and all 3 commissioners have recognized March as being IDD month. With that, I would like to introduce Linda Wise, our past president of the ARC Alliance Children's Services. Linda has been a major supporter in the quality of services that we provide through our early intervention program.
Can everyone hear me? Sandy, can you hear me in the back? That's a stall walk by now. So I'm supposed to say hello and good evening, everyone. It's my honor, especially in the season of awards, to present the first award tonight, the Employer of the Year. The Employer of the Year award is presented to an employer in our community that is facilitating the hiring of a person or persons with developmental disabilities. In doing so, they help individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities to grow in their independence and inclusion in the workplace, their community, and their lives. The winner of the 2023 Employee of the Year Award is Coffee Closet with Barista Jake. This gentleman over here, in 2019, Jake graduated from high school and was afraid to walk on stage to receive his diploma. 1 year later, Jake decided to start his own business as a barista. He opened a coffee cart inside Vinyl Closet Records, his father's record store. Today, as you can see, he is a confident, eager force of nature, ready to serve customers at Coffee Closet with Barista Jake. His mom, Angela, saw that he needed hands-on support to make this venture a success, and was already behind the scenes with her husband's record shop. So she went. I really understand. So she went all in to manage the operations of both businesses. She then founded her own nonprofit organization, marrying her 30 years of recruitment and human resources experience with her passion and desire to empower the special needs community and the workforce. Together, along with their amazing volunteers, they have created an internship program that supports 12 associates in gaining vocational and social skills such as creating a resume and interview preparation. Coffee Closet with Barista Jake also has a focus on philanthropy. To date, they have donated over $50,000 in money, gift cards, supplies, and services to area nonprofits and organizations. They've been featured on both local and national news spots, and most recently began a podcast called Coffee, Community, and Cocktails, highlighting other nonprofit small businesses and families with a similar mission to their own. On behalf of the ARC, I am honored to present the Employer of the Year Award to Coffee Closet with Barista Jake. Jake, you want to come up?
First of all, none of this happens without the support and the love of my husband, my best friend, and Jacob's father, Jason. I cry. Who provided us the space to do what we do and the love that keeps us going. If 3 years ago you would have told me that a quick discussion he and I had about having a curbside coffee cart on a random Saturday in May, mid-pandemic, as a way to remind the customers of our record store, you're welcome, as a way to remind the customers of our record store that we were still here and give our then 19-year-old son with autism, ADHD, and severe anxiety something to do would result in creating a business for him to own and operate and a nonprofit for me whose focus is on community outreach and inclusion and philanthropy. I would have thought you were crazy. Yet here we are. 15 rotating student interns and associates, countless volunteers, events, community and charity partnerships, and over $50,000 in money, in-kind donations, and supplies have been donated to help foster community within the Montco area. And let's not forget, we also decided to convert a decommissioned ambulance into a mobile coffee cart in order to spread our passion, our mission, and our awareness further. In 2019, overwhelmed with anxiety, Jacob was reluctant to walk on the stage at his high school graduation to get his diploma. Now that same man is affectionately known everywhere as Barista Jake. He is a confident, charming, focused young man, and he is filled with a passion for serving his customers and his community. He's become a leader and a job coach to his associates with a little support from Mom, and created a safe and accepting space for young adults to learn valuable vocational and social skills, all while giving back. Our team is truly humbled by our community's support and being given this honor, and we are committed to changing the world one cup of coffee at a time. So on behalf of the Board of Directors of Jake's Baristas, Jake, Hannah, Hope, Keith, Baden, Ariana, Jack, Kenny, Bryce, William, and the associates that have since, and Riley, sorry. He knows his employees. And the associates that have secured gainful and competitive employment elsewhere after going through our program, we thank you all.
Congratulations, Andrew. Jason, I think we owe you congratulations too.
All right. Next.
Next, I would like to present the Program of the Year Award. The Program of the Year Award is presented to a program that has created a supportive environment allowing individuals with developmental disabilities to achieve greater confidence, independence, and inclusion in the community with programs that value and respect the contributions of all individuals. The winner of the 2023 Program of the Year Award is Methacton Unified Sports Program. They're coming up. 5 years ago, Methacton High School started a unified sports program. The Unified Sports Program is fully inclusive, co-educational high school sports program that facilitates social inclusion by bringing together students with and without intellectual disabilities on the field. They have 3 components to their program: interscholastic unified sports, the inclusive youth leadership program, and whole school engagement. I'm missing a page. Because I have all your names. I got it. In spring 2019, around a dozen students competed with the help of coaches Sarah, Matt, Jen, and Heidi in their first United Track and Field event. Since then, the program has expanded dramatically. They added a unified bocce team in 2022-23 school year, and now has one of the largest programs in the state. The unified track team now boasts a roster of close to 50 players, and the program runs events and fundraisers to involve the entire school. The spirit of inclusion and family-like atmosphere has made Unified Sports an immensely impactful program. Tonight, we have some of the students from the Unified Sports team. Would you just wave to the audience when I say your name and let me know who I forgot? Jack, Trevor, Riley, Stephen, Javier, Al, Liv, Mandy, Jaslyn, Zach, Brianna, Justin, Michelle, and who have I forgotten? Tony, everybody say yay for Tony. Okay. On behalf of the ARC Alliance, I am delighted to present the Program of the Year Award to the Methacton Unified Sports Program. Congratulations, everybody.
Yes, be confident. Yeah.
Good evening. We are honored to be here and accept this award from the ARC Alliance. The Methacton Unified Sports Program was started when Sarah Quintos and some dedicated, driven parents had a vision. 5 years later, that program has grown and become amongst the largest in the region. The Unified Sports family would like to thank Dr. Zerby, the school board, Dr. Spivak, for making the Unified Sports program a reality, Dr. Gravities, and the school staff for all their help on it. Special thanks to the Methacton Special Education Alliance for all of your unbridled support. You have had our back since the beginning and helped make this a wonderful activity. Unified Sports rosters are diverse in ability. We have students who will compete at the highest level of college athletics, to others that refer to our practices as rehearsals. All of us under one tent. Our team stresses character over ability. We're a family that celebrates successes, no matter how big or small, or whether that accomplishment is measured in feet or meters. Teams often measure success by the numbers of wins and losses. We're different. We may finish 9th out of 8 teams, but in reality, all these kids are winners. We like to say, that Methacton's Unified Track team is undefeated. As as we are winners before we ever step foot onto the track. Thank you.
The Program of the Year Award. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Once again, congratulations to the Compacting Unified Sports Program. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you. Now I get to introduce you to Dan West. Dan West is chairman of the ARC Alliance Advocacy Board, and he'll be presenting the next award.
All right, Nikki, if you don't mind, I'm going to go off book for a moment. It wasn't until Paul was talking that I realized the first awards were given in 1973, which would make this year the 50th anniversary. So all of you are 50th anniversary ARC Alliance Award winners. I understand that we skipped a couple of years, but in 2 years, no one's going to remember that. So this is officially from now on the 50th anniversary ARC Alliance Awards. Congratulations to all of you. Okay, so now I'm going to go back on script. I won't be as good. Hello, good evening, everyone. It's my honor to present the Educator of the Year Award. The Educator of the Year Award is presented to the individual who has helped build bridges between people with intellectual disabilities and other students in school communities. They also have created a supportive environment allowing individuals with developmental disabilities to achieve greater independence and inclusion in the school community. The winner of the 2020 Educator of the Year Award is Pete Pryor. So I'm going to go script again. I first met Pete, it had to have been 20 some years ago, when we were both leading very different lives in Philadelphia nonprofit theater. I was involved with the Development Center for New Plays. Pete was a very well-regarded actor and director in the Philadelphia theater community, and I had the honor of him directing one of my plays. It was one of the best performances I've ever had. So I appreciate that, Pete. I haven't seen Pete for about 20 years. And when I learned that he was being given this award, I basically said, you have to let me present to him. He was an important guy in my life from a while ago, and I'm really glad that we decided to honor him. So not that. All right, Pete holds a master's in compelling education, is a special education teacher, and currently holds the position of theater arts coordinator at the Pathway School in Norristown. The Pathway School is a not-for-profit, approved private school that was founded in 1961 to serve students with autism spectrum disorder, intellectual disabilities, and other neurological impairments. In 2005, Pete created the school's first theater program, the Pathway Players. The current program has 3 full productions each school year, and now has partnerships with Center Theater in Norristown and Hedgerow Theater and Media. In 2012, Pete co-led a study conducted by Butler University in Indianapolis on the use of theater to develop social and communication behavior
for students with an autism spectrum disorder. The study found that participation in theater significantly increases social behavior in individuals with ASD and was published in the Journal of Speech Pathology and Therapy in November 2015. Through theater, students improvise their abilities to display appropriate emotions, regulate those emotions, and acknowledge the perspectives and opinions of others. Pete Pryor is the co-founder and former producing artistic director of 1812 Productions and a former associate artistic director of People's Light Theater. During his tenure at 1812 Productions, he wrote his first play about his journey with his eldest son's autism diagnosis. And developing the company's outreach program at the Widener School of Children for Children with Disabilities in Philadelphia. While at People's Light, Pete led the theater in the area's first relaxed performance with the guidance of Temple University's occupational therapist. This sensory-friendly performance made the theater experience accessible and inviting for those with sensory integration issues and their families. I'm proud to be able to present the Educator of the Year Award after making him just sit on edge for 3 years to my friend Pete.
Thank you. I want to thank Dan. I want to thank the ARC Alliance for giving this award. I'm blown away by the other nominees and all the other celebrants. 2020 was an awful year to be an educator or to be involved in education. I want to thank especially the Pathway School for staying stalwart with our program even when it was online and it didn't make much sense to have a theater program on a video screen. So David Schulteis and the board of directors of the Pathway School, I would like to thank a huge part of this to them. I would also like to thank my son Colin, who's the reason that all of this happened and why I went into this field, which I'm so glad that I did because I can see the effect that it has on all the students. The Pathway Players at the Pathway School involves students in lower, upper, and the emotional support programs. It's an opportunity for all the students to come together and to perform on stage. We're currently working with the Center Theater, but we have worked with Theater Horizons, People's Light, and Hedgerow Theater in media. I would most especially like to thank my beautiful wife, Samantha, who makes me make sense most of the time. The study was a huge part of it, and again, the leadership of Pathway School helped make that possible, and I would like to thank Dr. James and Suzanne Reading for being here as well. Thank you very much.